A valuable South African export in the spotlight at this year's Oscars, Rooibos tea already has a major celebrity following, with big names such as Anthony Hopkins, Angelina Jolie, Hugh Jackman and Gwyneth Paltrow already taking advantage of its many health and beauty benefits. Now here's how Rooibos is helping the stars to get soft, of course lean and red carpet ready in time for the big night. But joining us in our studio is Ernest du Toit, the spokesperson for the Rooibos Council. Ernest, thank you so much for your time. A very warm good morning to you.
Wonderful to be with you, Tumelo, in this beautiful day in the beautiful city of Cape Town.
Absolutely. Now, how great is this for the proudly South African product?
Tumelo, there might be a lot of controversy at this year's Oscars, but there's no doubt that Rooibos is going to make a dramatic entrance. There are many actors and actresses and models who have found that Rooibos is an absolutely phenomenal product to help them in many different ways. Angelina Jolie uses a lip balm with Rooibos active ingredients in it to maintain those beautiful lips of hers. People like Gwyneth Paltrow, Miranda Kerr use it to detox and keep themselves in wonderful shape. As you said, Charlize Theron, Hugh Jackman, and many other models like Candace Swanepoel, they go to salons where the products that they use are Rooibos infused. Helen Mirren will go nowhere without her Rooibos tea bags. And people like Selma Hayek and Adriana Lima use it in the form of a beverage, and they say that it makes their skin glow from the inside out. So Rooibos is going to make a dramatic impact at the Oscars this year.
Now, Ernest, while you were talking about, all these amazing US and South African stars using this product, I can't help imagine what are some of the secret ingredients, perhaps some medical, some, beauty secrets that are used that makes it such a popular product to use?
To me, South Africa is a miracle country, and Rooibos is a miracle product. If I can just give you a brief bit of background. Rooibos grows only in one area on the entire planet, and that's in the Western Cape region, the Cederberg region of South Africa. It can grow nowhere else, and where they've tried it, they haven't succeeded. The product, aside from the fact that people have consumed it as a tea, it's actually a herbal infusion, but as a tea for many years. Science and research has recently started to demonstrate that the product has amazing health properties. About 45 years ago, Dr. Annique CEO determined that it had anti-allergic properties when it helped her child get healed from allergies, and she wrote a book, Babies and Allergies. Subsequently, it's been demonstrated that the product has not only anti-allergic properties, it's one of the highest antioxidant properties in the world, fighting free radicals and protecting the tissues in the body. It has been proven that it has anti-carcinogenic properties. So here in the Cape Provincial University of Technology, Professor Janine Marnovic has demonstrated that if you drink 6 cups of Rooibos tea a day, it will help fight cancer. It lowers the bad LDL cholesterol. In Sweden, they've demonstrated that there's a particular enzyme called ACE, it's an acronym, and it's very evident in heart problems. So what you want to do is, if you suffer from hypertension or heart conditions, they demonstrated that if you drink 400 ml of Rooibos, within an hour, those ACE levels are hugely inhibited. There's current research here in Cape Town, the Medical Research Council, where they are demonstrating that Rooibos has the ability to free up insulin cells that are insulin resistant and prevent high glucose levels in the bloodstream. And it's also anti-stress, anti-obesity, a whole range of research that's out there at the moment. If anybody wants to go on Google, you'll see that there are thousands of articles that have started to demonstrate that it's not just a wonderful tasting product to consume, but its health properties are legend.
Now, Ernest, for those who would like to get in on the beauty secret and want to know how to, of course, take their Rooibos, I know that I'm a tea lover, but I'm mostly criticized for taking my Rooibos tea with milk. Is there a certain way that you can take Rooibos? Is there some sort of a routine that you need to follow so that you can also be as flawless as some of our celebrities that we're seeing at the Oscars today?
Tumelo, the wonderful thing about Rooibos is, as I said, it's a natural herbal infusion. It has a natural sweet taste. It also has no tannin or no caffeine, and very low tannin levels, far less so than any other equivalent beverage. Now, you can drink it just like that, without adding anything. But I can say to you very confidently that you can add anything to Rooibos. What is fascinating about Rooibos, I drank it as a young Afrikaans boy with condensed milk. You can drink it with milk or with sugar. It doesn't change any of the health properties. If you boil it, it changes the flavor and takes away some of the wildness for those who aren't sure about the taste of it. And these days, many people are drinking it in a cappuccino. They're drinking it mixed with fruit juice. And it's been wonderful to watch how it's now hit the stages across the world. It's the latest addition to alcoholic cocktails. And they're saying that it's far better than the sugar-filled mixes that they have. So Paris, London, and New York, look at the bars. They're selling Rooibos in the alcoholic cocktails. Probably a healthy alcoholic cocktail.
Wow, Ernest, thank you so much for your time this morning. Unfortunately, that's all the time we had for you, but thank you for updating us. And we're actually very glad that we have another export besides, Trevor Noah and Charlize. Now we have Rooibos tea making us proud at the Oscars. Well, that was Ernest du Toit, spokesperson for the Rooibos Council, letting us know of how Rooibos, of course, is making waves at the Oscars in the United States. But on that note, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have more news for you. Stay tuned. You're watching AM News.
As stories are broken around the world, SABC makes sure you do not miss out. As the stories unfold throughout the day, News at 8 updates all newsworthy stories worldwide. Globally, we are there. Locally, we leave no story untold. Make a date with News at 8 every Saturday and Sunday on SABC News, Africa's news leader.
Controlesa is actually stirring the pot here.
I'm sure they've been consulted as Controlesa. They did not see a snake. Now that in certain areas there are certain benefits that might possibly be accruing, there is a snake, now we need to reverse the process.
I agree, but it is not above the sovereignty of the people. The very same court you're talking about.
The sovereignty of the people, probably you should explain that to me.
The sovereignty of the people is above everything.
It is not proper the way facts are presented to the public. Are you in contact with Khosekgolo Motshodi?
He was kicked out by the court because he wanted to be amicus curiae.
For your weekly dose of all things legal, join Dumile Mateza every Sunday at 2 p.m. only on SABC News Channel.
Welcome back. You're still watching AM News. Now, last night's winners for the 15